Happy February, guys. This is gonna be a brief video, but I'm going to be singing my praises to Schitt's Creek. I've been meaning to make this video since the second week of January, second/third week of January, because that's when I finished Schitt's Creek. About it for a while, I would say during the pandemic, and I never really watched it. I just didn't know if it was gonna be something for me. And then I started watching it in 2024, but it just never clicked. So I started watching the first season. And I think I was about 2 to 3 episodes. It wasn't clicking for me, so I stopped watching it and I dropped it. And then a Schitt's Creek edit came up on my FYP last year, 2025. And it was so funny. And I ended up going down some more Schitt's Creek edits on TikTok. And I thought to myself, why not give it a chance? And on some random day in January, I decided to watch Schitt's Creek before I went to bed. And dare I say, worst decision I ever made because I was up. I went to bed at 6 a.m. because I was watching Schitt's Creek because it was so funny. Genuinely one of the best TV series I've seen this year. I know granted the year's when it started, but it is so good. Oh my god, it's so good. I was gonna make this, but I was holding off, and then Catherine O'Hara passed, may her soul rest in peace. And I just decided, I'm just gonna sing the show its praise. I'm gonna talk about it because I frankly do love the show. This is gonna sound so crazy. I remember when I was in season 2, I was like, what the fuck, I'm now in season 2. But no, the characters, the Rose family are so different, yet similar in their characterization, their mannerisms, and how they act. They're so different. They're little quirks and industries that when you're watching the show makes you go, that's a very Alex behavior. But since Alex and David are siblings, you can see that showing off in David's behavior.
If you say fold in one more time.
It says folded in!
This is your recipe!
Siblings usually pick up on each other's mannerisms. The show does it in very subtle ways. There are times David says something and you're in your head thinking, he's definitely Alex's brother. They feel like such a family. Granted, Eugene and Danlevy are family. You can tell that not only are they so distinct in their mannerisms, but over the course of the show, and the character development and growth is so subtle yet profound. It's not in your face, oh my god, I remember you used to be so different and now you're this. No, but it's in the subtle things. Over the course of the years in living in Schitt's Creek is how you see Alexis slowly become her own, turn into her own. And that's not to say Alexis isn't smart. Alexis is very smart. And in the little story she tells about being kidnapped or being taken to an island, she's a smart person. She just doesn't really care to use her wits and her smartness because she can't be bothered, and she's lived a life where she had everything at her beck and call, so she really didn't find any use for her wits and her smartness. But you see this play in so many times over the course of the years, especially in the escape room episode. It feels like you're actually seeing people grow over the course of a number of years in this particular period, after being put in a shitty situation that they clearly didn't want to be in. For instance, Alexis, you see her slowly wanting to better herself, slowly wanting to not laze around, wanting to actually get a job, to do something, to be beneficial to society, be beneficial to herself. And we see her also go into high school and then go into college and then starting a home marketing agency, and also then using said skills from her previous life as a socialite and her new life from what she's learnt in college to apply that to her mom's resurgence as an actress. And she's very pleasant to see.
I'm a little bit single, even when I'm not. I'm a little bit la 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 la.
Oh my god, I can't imagine anyone that was playing Moira as well as Catherine O'Hara did. I had seen Catherine O'Hara in other things, but just her role as Moira Rose really left a lasting impression to me. She's so incredibly brilliant and phenomenal as an actress. May her still rest in peace. Do you know the amount of times I go around my house and say, Babas, why are you acting like a disgruntled pelican? A lot of the choices for Moira were for her doing. They didn't tell her how to act for Moira. She decided on the voice, on the big vocabulary. Every time I was watching an episode, she made me laugh the hardest. There were so many times I was cry laughing. I couldn't breathe as I was laughing because it's genuinely funny. In the beginning, she wants nothing to do with the town, which makes a lot of sense because why is she in a dump? And especially someone of her caliber. But you see her slowly wanting nothing to do with the town. And over the course of the years, she still keeps that I want to get out of here mentality, but she's slowly starting to embrace what her life is, what her current situation is. You see that with her wanting to be on the council, with her assisting, battling with the cabaret production, given that she does have experience in theatre. One that seems so silly is when she tells Steve to take pictures of herself. When she gets older, you look back and think, I was hot. And unfortunately, it's the thing as women. We're usually being told to aspire to look younger. This constant chase of perfection and youth makes you forget what you have in front of you. But then when you look back with fondness because you never really saw it, you never really gave yourself the chance to see it.
Wait. My babies.
No, your kids aren't here.
My girls.
What girls?
My girls.
Oh.
Lorna, second from the left.
Okay.
If she takes on smoke, she'll never recover.
Hey, this one.
And Sydney.
I want a relationship like Patrick and David's because the amount of respect they have for each other, the amount of love, oh my god. You need a partner that understands you. You need a partner that sees you. Patrick and David are polar opposites. Patrick is very soft-spoken and David is not. They accept those differences. And I think that's what makes a relationship blossom and grow, even as a viewer, because I'm not seeing them trying to conform to be like the other. I'm seeing them having respect for each other while still being themselves. And I just loved it. The last episode, I got teary-eyed watching it. It didn't help that Moira was giving such a great speech and she looked incredibly angelic in that blonde wig, but I was crying.
I love you.
I know I'll never be able to compete with Mariah. This just kind of feels like one of those perfect moments that you dream about. Except in my dream, I'm holding a nice cup of tea.
I also love Johnny Rose as well. His development was also really great to see, especially given that he has always been a businessman, and businessmen usually look for, especially successful businessmen, usually look for a gap market, and you can see that with how he approaches the motel. The approach was the motel and wanting to better the motel comes from he sees everyone else doing things and trying to make do with what they have. David with the store and the purchase of the store, and also David also working as well, because David's there, he was working in Blau's barn before he got let go, and then he decided to acquire the store. And you see that with Alexis going to school and then working and whatnot, and then also Moira working in the council and helping out wherever she can, and that leaves Johnny feeling like he's not doing much. It must be very disheartening to be a very prolific and successful businessman who was making millions, and then all of a sudden you lose all of that in one day because your accountant was truly a piece of shit. Every character is just their own individual. I can definitely see these characters. I'm watching the show and it just feels like I can actually see them. If I were to go to a town called Schitt's Creek, I would see a role in there. This is just me talking about the show because I think it's a really good show. It's so funny. The side characters are a dream to watch. The main characters are also a dream to watch. And it's just really nice seeing how each character integrates themselves into Schitt's Creek. I'm so hungry. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.
I want to make history. And that's what this is.